The original text of this story contains links back to all referenced prior stories for context. A link to the text post can be found in the video's description.
You ever forget previous promises to make good on past transgressions? I promised back in the spring to make better use of Mo Phillips as a concept and citizen, and damn near probably forgot about that shit in a hailstorm of attempts to pay my mortgage off earlier, among other things. Flip note, Rocket is still getting their half a file every other week until I figure this shit out. Well, to be frank, life has gotten so weird since I fixed these blessed fingers to type those words that I straight up forgot the promise. Or one could say that I had forgotten the promise until a couple of months ago when I received an email on the Ask Mo for Help email address. Misspellings and grammar are assuredly not my own. Mo, my wifey and I are looking for a third to come into our bed with us, but every time we try to meet up with her or vid chat, she ghosts us. She local, but won't make way to see us and see if it could work. We wanted to know if you could help us met our new GF. Help, please. Bro, you fixed your thumbs to type through shit like that? You have not earned on-demand threesomes, my dude. I am sending you a dictionary and a thesaurus. Okay, so that shit was hard to read, but after several attempts, I gleaned what it was they were trying to ask me for. Again, I didn't feel as if he had earned this shit, and yes, I was judging, and this girl is wronger than fuck for allowing it. I politely demurred in my initial response. A $375 cash app to the same address, though? Gee, that's all you had to say. I guess I will have to grit my teeth and convince myself to do this in order to continue, or renew, as it were, my attempt to sway karma into the favor of one Mo Felix, as the French in France might call him. So here we go. What he was asking me for is definitely not my wheelhouse, and today was not going to be my first day as an investigator. What I did was emailed him back for some contact information. I spoke with him and his girlfriend on the phone a few times to suss out what it was we were up against and gained their permission to involve external experts if that would get them closer to the goal they seek. There was a whole last season of Catfish where people would write in to Nev and whomever his co-host at the moment was to help an acquaintance who was being catfished. I anonymously wrote one of my best worded messages to push them forward with their situation. I keyed on how I was absolutely sure they were not only barking up the wrong tree, but that the tree they were barking up might even have a dick. When I tell you the care I took to package and throw this snowball in a manner that would never see me again and let me skate into the sunset with my $375, maximal level. Days pass after I send the message to MTV. Wigs, a month or 3. As I transitioned past a weight loss plateau 6 weeks ago, I have moved my exercise bike into my office and make sure to give it at least 15 hard minutes of every working hour. While I do this, Catfish is on TV from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. In all honesty, I usually treat it as passive noise and laugh at the sheer stupidity of people and their reach to find what they thought was love, but it's usually just some equally low self-esteem person on the other end manipulating the shit out of them. This episode was different, though. It was one of the anonymous informant episodes. Apparently, a friend of the Mark or Slashes emailed about his buddy and girlfriend to hopefully help them connect to their wifey-in-law, as they called it. Holy shit, I got them on TV. Nev and Cammy come to High Point and meet with the couple, and if I said they didn't look exactly as their email had read, I'd be lying. Flip note. And now I have set your imagination in motion. So we go through the normal machinations of an episode. Reverse image search pulls up nothing, but Nev and Cammy noticed the weirdness of the fingers and toes in the pictures that the catfish had used and thus busted them as AI generated. This eliminates the possibility of them being real, but it doesn't exactly reveal anything. Phone number searches bring along more curious sloppiness in the couple's story, though. The phone number they told them that they had for their potential paramour traced back to the girl's cousin, who happened to live like 6 blocks away from the couple. They, and I shit you not, walked to the cousin's house and learned that said cousin had been in jail for months, and his mother was just putting everything in his name while he was away. Auntie starts to come clean that she was just going alone, and, well, Nev, what's going on here? Look, I can explain. We've wasted considerable time and resources coming here and researching this, and it seems that it ain't all a lie, though. What? Me and wifey, we've been trying to get this girl to respond to us and possibly link up. But there is no girl. You dragged us here for what? Hold on, let me explain it. Nev is getting obviously frustrated. The kind of frustration that kicks in usually just before the producers butt in and do something before he throws someone's iPhone in the river again. Nev, fine, let's hear your side of it. Dude, my girl has seen your show when Cammy first came on it. Okay. And first thing she said was, "God damn, that girl fine." And I had an idea. I found her on Twitter and Instagram, and I sent her some DMs. Wow. I got like a standard response, but I wanted some more so we could like conversate in real life. Cammy, hold on. So this whole time, this whole story was so we could meet you in person and hopefully make you want to be ours. I turned off the fucking TV. These motherfuckers played me and potentially sullied the good name of Mo Phillips. I'm hoping that the producers cut in and ended the shit before they can get to the part where they mentioned contacting a third party to rope them into this little game. One would think that as an international supervillain that the vaunted Mo would have sniffed out getting scammed by these Furniture Town head-ass high pointers a mile away. Well, gotta be more careful. At least I made $375 off of this.